All right, let's jump right in. Have you ever felt like your business is just, well, stuck? I mean, you're putting in the hours, you're spending the budget, but that growth you were so sure was coming, it just isn't showing up. It's a really common feeling. And believe it or not, the reason for it is usually hiding in plain sight.
And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? This isn't some sudden five-alarm fire. It's more like a slow burn. It's this quiet problem that just kind of creeps into your day-to-day until one day you look up and realize you just can't ignore it anymore.
So, in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on that sneaky problem. We'll get into the 6 key warning signs to look for, talk about the solution, see how it works beyond just scaling, and then we'll wrap up with a really important question you should be asking yourself.
So where does this all begin? Well, it's not usually in a spreadsheet or a big marketing report. It actually starts much smaller, as a little nagging question in the back of a founder's mind.
And this is the question, right here. You know you need that high-level strategic brain to connect all the dots and really drive growth. But the cost, the commitment of a full-time C-suite executive, it just feels like too much, too soon. Trust me, you are not the only one asking this.
Okay, so how do you really know if you've hit that point? Well, there are some pretty clear symptoms. Let's walk through the 6 biggest warning signs that it's probably time for a new game plan.
First up, the classic growth ceiling. You keep throwing more money at ads, you're pushing out more content, but your revenue stays flat. Even worse, your cost to get a new customer just keeps ticking up. Your team is definitely busy, but all that activity isn't actually adding up to anything. It's a sure sign your tactics are completely disconnected from a real strategy.
This next one, it really shows the cracks inside the business. Your marketing team might be popping champagne over getting 1 million impressions, but the sales team is over here wondering where all the good leads are. When marketing is just off in its own little world, it creates a ton of busy work, not business growth. It's all just activity with no real impact. Now this sign is all about those high-stakes, can't-mess-it-up moments. Maybe you're getting ready for a big funding round, or you're about to launch a game-changing product. If your plan for actually reaching customers is a mess, or if marketing just can't keep up, you're in real trouble. In these moments, not having someone who truly owns that plan can be, frankly, fatal.
Okay, this one's for you, founders. You started this thing, so of course you've been the one steering the marketing ship. But the business has grown, and now you find yourself getting dragged into the weeds. I mean, are you?
Spending your precious evenings agonizing over a headline that, let's be honest, a specialist should be handling?
Squinting at spreadsheets trying to figure out ad data instead of focusing on the big picture vision for the whole company?
Doing tactical, in-the-moment work when you should be thinking strategically about the future. If this sounds even a little familiar, you've become the bottleneck. Your company has outgrown founder-led marketing.
And that leads directly to this next problem, a total lack of consistency. When there's no single leader owning the brand, it just starts to unravel. Your social media feels fun and quirky, but your website is super formal and corporate. Your ads look like they came from a completely different company than your emails. And look, this isn't just a design issue. It's a strategic one that erodes trust and really confuses your customers.
Now this last sign is maybe the most dangerous because it's so subtle. From the outside, things might even look pretty good. Hey, traffic is up, leads are coming in. But behind the curtain, your team is completely burnt out. Your costs are slowly but surely creeping up, and there's no repeatable system for any of it. You're growing, sure, but the engine is starting to smoke.
So if you've been nodding your head to any of this, you're probably wondering, okay, what's the fix? If a full-time CMO is just too much right now, what's the right size solution? Let's take a look at the prescription. The answer is a fractional chief marketing officer. The best way to think about it is strategic leadership on demand. And this isn't just some consultant. It's a part-time executive who actually becomes a core part of your team, and their whole job is to drive your strategy forward.
And here is the absolute most important difference: accountability. A consultant, they give you a nice playbook, and then they leave. A fractional CMO is in the trenches with your team, owning the results. They don't just suggest a strategy. They are embedded in your company to build it, run it, measure it, and be held accountable for whether it actually works.
And, the need for this kind of leader isn't just about trying to grow fast. It's also about having a steady, experienced hand on the wheel during those really tricky periods of change. Just think about these situations for a second. Your CMO suddenly leaves, and now there's this huge leadership vacuum. Or you finally decide to ditch your agency and bring marketing in-house. Or, hey, maybe you just want an expert to come in and check under the hood before you commit to a huge permanent hire. In all of these moments, a fractional CMO brings stability and helps you reset your strategy with real precision.
So, that brings us to the final thought. If you saw your business in any of the signs we just talked about,
What is the actual cost of just waiting, of doing nothing? It means another quarter of flat revenue, another few months of your best people getting frustrated, another huge opportunity that just passes you by. The warning signs are there for a reason. The only question left is, what are you going to do about it?